Look, man, you gotta stop caring so much about everything that happened in your life. I swear to God, if I cared about everything that ever happened in my life, I would not be where I'd be at today. And when I did care about everything, every little thing, every little inconvenience, every problem in my life, every little problem I went through with a shorty, bro, I was the most stressed out I ever been in my life. I was a little B. And you want to get to the places you want to get to in your life. You want to succeed in your life. You want to stack the money up tall in your life. You gotta take out the little B in your life. You gotta every time you on that little boy stuff, every time you on that little B op stuff in your life, you gotta kill it, man. Because every day is something new. Every day it's a new problem. Every day is something new to stress out about. But it's all about how do you respond. It's simple, man. Each problem you view in your life is really a situation that just needs to be solved. Soon as you start viewing it like that, everything start to be easy. You start to be able to cruise through life easier. But when you making everything a problem, when you making everything hard, everything gonna be hard in your life. I mean, we talk about women, we talk about the bread, we talk about business, we talk about where we want to be in our life, we talk about elevation in our life. But if you don't get this simple step down, you won't be able to achieve anything. You won't be able to go in and out, in and out, in and out till she busts. You won't be able to get the money you want in your life. You won't be able to live, free and be able to spend time with your family in your life because you'll constantly be in this trap space of caring so much. You'll be able to you won't be able to be in the gym and enjoy yourself and understand you at where you at in your life, and you just gonna level up and you're gonna take it day for day and process for process with yourself. You're gonna be complaining that you're not good enough. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm not good enough to approach that shorty and talk to her and speak my mind, that I want to go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, until she buzz. But you gonna just overthink it. I mean, that's the worst, man. So you gotta kill the little B in your life, man. Because the sooner you don't, the sooner you'll be living. I mean, the sooner you do, the sooner you'll be living. But the time you don't, you'll just be procrastinating your whole life. And when I procrastinated my life, it was the worst thing ever in my life, because it was like you just constantly living in this loop. And it's like this loop in life where you just, doing things you constantly don't want to do. You working a job you don't want to work. You not living your purpose for real. You're not doing anything you wanted to ever do. It's like you think of everything you want to do in your life. I mean, you even want to talk more confident in your life. You got the ideal person you want to be in your head, but you could never get to it because you constantly in this space of overthinking. You gotta kill it. You gotta kill it. You gotta kill the inner bitch, bro. You got to, because it get tough out here, Slime. It get tougher too. Every single day, it's just something new, bro. Like people you wouldn't be expected in your face, like that. You just got to be able to be on business and just take care of business for yourself, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, and people gonna come in your life just to test you, just to test you. I mean, even the higher up will put stuff in your life that just to test you, just to see how you respond. And everything in your life gonna happen for a reason, to where you at where you at today for a reason. And you got to be able to respond to these things, because the moment you don't, the moment you just constantly down on yourself, you constantly not being able to be there for yourself in the present. That's why I speak so much, you just being in the present, because you could go through something in your life because you haven't killed the inner bitch in your life, that you constantly dwell on that situation. Maybe it was a heartbreak. Maybe a shorty did you wrong to where she cheated on you, and you just living in that moment forever, to where you just thinking about that forever. You thinking about that shit forever, bro. You gonna be in that state of mind, just tripping. And then when you with the next shorty, you can't even enjoy the present because you thinking about the last shorty. Really, she wasn't really worth your time. She wasn't really worth your worth for real. She didn't see the vision. She didn't understand who she had in front of her for real. So then when she going through life, she seeing you live your life. She seeing you elevate. She see you living your purpose. She see you doing what you want to do in your life. She see your money going up. She see you getting in the gym, taking care of yourself. Then she looking stupid. Then she watching you on Snapchat. She gonna be watching you. The women are cucks, bro. They like to look at you and be in the corner and watch your movie, man. They want to see you go in and out in life. And that's why when you get the baddie and you get the shorty, they all of a sudden want you. You ever seen when you get a girlfriend, more shorties want you? It's because women are hypergamous. Like, if they see you with a baddie, they gonna see something that they may be missing out on. That's why they need to see social proof. That's why you have to kill the inner bitch to have social proof, man. You want people to rock with you. I mean, overall for connection, not even just shorties. It's bigger than just shorties. I mean, you get things going in your life to where you got connections. You make your life way more smoother. You'll be able to make one call to have access to a move you didn't have yesterday. And it all comes from living in the present and being able to speak to people, being able to be in the moment and build new connections. But nah, you'll rather trip about that shorty. You'll think about all the times you was going in and out, till she blah. But you're not living your purpose. You down on yourself thinking about that moment over and over because you got comfortable. Man, you can't get too comfortable, bro. You can't get too comfortable to where you putting your all into a person and you ain't getting that in return. You gotta really get used to pouring it all into yourself, or you will always be a little bitch. And I'll tell you, bro, I used to be a little bitch, bro. I used to be tripping on stuff I wasn't supposed to be tripping about. I used to not be pouring it all into myself. And it's not about you being selfish either. Because people when you start doing what you're supposed to do in your life, people are gonna get jealous of you. People are gonna get envious of you, and people gonna not be used to your aura, because you get a different type aura when you working on yourself, when you putting your all into yourself, when you kill the inner bitch. People look at you different. People will start to say stuff to throw you off. People not gonna be able to be around. Like, you'll be genuinely good for somebody in their life, but your aura and your like positivity and you're just on good timing in your life could be too much. People not used to that. So you can't really be mad on people not being able to be around for real, because a lot of people not gonna be around, and some people in your circle you gonna have to exit. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to get away from the circle that you used to probably get along with, because it's not gonna be aligned. I mean, it's all about things being aligned in life. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense. And as you working on yourself, as you getting better, as you in the present, as you kill the inner bitch, as you putting work into yourself, as you pouring more into yourself and not pouring more into pointless connections, not pouring all that into the one shorty when you got all these shorties right here, then you could be messing. Because I promise you, she's messing with multiple dudes. So why you can't mess with multiple shorties? She young, she want to experience stuff. She not keeping her options just one, but she gonna lie to you and tell you she not, and for you to cut off all your shorties. Keep your options open, man, because you never know, man. You could be bound to heartbreak, man. And I ain't saying you can't just talk to one, but just be careful what you pour into a person. Make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's worth your time. And homies, you got to make sure everything aligned. And shorties, you got to make sure everything aligned, because everybody not good for you. Everybody not good for the legacy. Everybody not going to be able to go all the way to the end of the book. Everybody not going to see the vision, so they may tear down your vision. And sometimes y'all got a problem with y'all parents not seeing y'all vision, not seeing what you want to do in your life, not understanding that, this is what you want to do. So they telling you go to college, or they telling you, go do a trade, but you really want to go to school. You got to understand something. People not going to understand your vision. And a lot of times people try to put their limitations onto you, and you could fall victim to this of just not wanting to seem like a bad person, so you just gonna do what they say. So you gonna be a yes man. You gotta kill the inner bitch, bro. You gotta kill the inner bitch, bro, because you will be living somebody else's life, bro. You'll be in that constant loop of feeling depressed over and 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 over. And what's the point, bro? What's the point, bro? Like, life already hard, bro. But it is what you make it. And it's not, it's actually a beautiful thing. If you look at it, it's beautiful. But you have to understand these simple things. You have to go about life as, I don't really care, bro. You care about your passions, you care about your family, you care about taking care of what you gotta take care of, but you got that I don't care mindset. I'm telling you, it saved my life, man. I used to be tripping about so much, bro. Like 2-3 years ago, I was like swallowing the truth type thing. Like I had to come into attack with everything I was processing because I had all this knowledge, but once you seem to start applying this to your life, it get hard. It get hard, twin, for real. Like it take a while to really start just leading with action in your life because discipline, you got, just actually living your purpose of what you want to do and killing the inner bitch. It's not as easy as it seems, but that's the grind. That's the part we enjoy. That's the thing we take action on every single day. So you'll come to realize it's actually a hard task to do. But as you get used to it, as it become a lifestyle, as it become you, as you live in your purpose, it become natural. And it may be natural for you off rip. But a lot of us struggle with this, so this is why we avoid it. This is why we look to fill the void with the shorty. This is why we hang with people we don't even rock with, we don't even fuck with for real, just for validation, just for ego boost. You know what I mean? So you gotta be true on your purpose. You gotta be actually living for what you want to live for. I mean, and don't let your situation limit you. Where like a lot of us from different places, and a lot of us from the hood and stuff like that, and we let stuff limit us. We'll be in a certain living situation to where we feel like we gotta be this certain person to fit in. Bro, be yourself at all times, bro, because that's still I haven't killed the inner bitch, bro. A lot of y'all have a whole different interest in life, but y'all chose to take one way in life because you haven't killed the inner bitch, bro. You haven't told yourself, I don't care, I'm gonna do what I want to do in my life, and I don't care what nobody think. Until you do that, bro, you'll always be in the loop. And it's all about breaking the loop. It's all about not being trapped by society, not being backed in the corner by society. And when we backed in the corner, we able to fight our way out. Cause you gotta fight in life, bro. You gotta understand that it's gonna be moments just thrown in front of you, and it's all about how you respond. Okay, am I gonna make it a problem, or am I gonna solve it and go forward in life? Because it's gonna be so. You ever woke up and you just like, yo, it's constantly something new every day, like on some plot twist stuff. But it's all a stepping stone to the next place you gotta go in your life, the next level up moment in your life. And the fatty gonna be bouncing all over your pogo stick, but you gotta be patient. I mean, like, so it may be sometimes you gotta go without talking to a shorty because you not where you want to be at in your life. Maybe you don't got a car. Maybe you don't got your house right at this time. Like, you got to be able to go monk mode. Real talk. A lot of y'all want to talk to shorties, at the worst time in your life, and it's really just a vibe. It ain't even the one that's the piece to your legacy for real. Cause you know why? It's cause you can't sit alone, and that's another video I'm gonna do. You got to be able to sit alone. A lot of y'all just want people around to fill the void. Ain't nothing wrong with having people around, but is it a line? A lot of times it's not a line, and we forcing it because we haven't killed the inner bitch. So until then, you'll always be in the same spot, and people who in your life is important. You know what I mean? So they could dictate a lot in your life. So you having somebody who not right for you around could lead to a lot. And if they haven't killed the inner bitch either, it could hold you back. I mean, I had friends who had insecurities, and it started to come on to me because homie didn't fix his insecurities. He tripping about stuff that don't even matter. And I ain't saying we can't have these moments where we tripping on stuff that don't matter, but too much of it, too much of somebody else's problems, it all could sit with you. A lot of times we don't think that someone else's trauma could sit with us because we not paying attention to it. We over, looking at it to where we not looking at it for real. So pay attention to these things and understand, you gotta kill the inner bitch. You gotta understand that this life thing is serious if you not taking it serious, because it's already serious, but you start to enjoy it way more when you understand the ins and out, and you understand you learn it every day, and you're able to take day for day and get it and grind. Because you see people talking business, put things in a trust fund, so it's not coming back to your name, so you could get the pros on taxes and stuff like that, and get to the bread to where you have more free time, and you just working, you able to just see the vision for yourself. But you can't get there if you don't kill the inner bitch. The most successful people you see in your life, they don't care. They have this I don't care mindset. They have this work driven mindset. They have this I'm going to live my purpose mindset. And how can you do that constantly tripping on stuff that happened in the past, or things to possibly happen in the future, or you viewing everything as a problem and not as a solution to the problem, or not as a solution to the situation? So you will never be able to reach your higher self and your best self until then. Then everything just so smooth. You ever approach her with way more confidence you ever have. You'll have assets in your life, because that's what you judged on, the assets you have in your life. You know what I mean? And working out, if you're smart, you're viewed as a peace of mind, just medicine to the body. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. I understand that not everybody like it, but it's so healthy for you as a man. You'll walk in the room with more confidence. You'll fill your shirts out with more confidence. But it starts up with here. You got to win the mental battle. You got to understand everything gonna be okay. And when something come up to where it seemed like a setback, it seemed with an L, it's a lesson. It's a lesson, bro. And you got to be fully confident in yourself, bro. People gonna try to take that away from you. Shorties gonna try to mess with that. A lot of shorties is just gonna come in your life and test you. They just want to see how you gonna respond to things, because it's natural to them. They just want a provider and a strong man around them. So you got to understand that you can't be mad at the shorty. A lot of y'all watch this type of content and be mad at the shorties. We love the shorties. But you got to understand, they're going to test you. It's their nature. They want to make sure when they get on their knees and go crazy, they doing it for a reason. They doing it for a purpose, because you got a purpose. And then that's when they want you to bust all over their face, man. That's when they want you to go crazy all over their face, man. But you have to come intact with yourself. You got to know what you want for yourself. It's okay if you don't, but you got to take the time and work into yourself. You got to pour love into yourself. You got to pour more respect into yourself, because if you don't, no one will have respect for you. You know what I mean? People who do see the potential will probably pour some respect into you, but not everybody gonna see your potential. Not everybody's gonna have a good person in their corner. I mean, a man's life is very lonely. So if you're not comfortable sitting with yourself, you're gonna struggle. If you're not able to find solutions to the problems in your life, you're gonna struggle. If you're not able to kill the inner bitch in your life, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle, real talk, because that's what life as a man is about. That's what it's constantly gonna bring to the table every single day. And how can you stack onto the purpose and onto the legacy of where you want to go, and stack the pockets up high to where you living good and you able to have the things you want to have in your life, and you able to have the assets? How can you have them things if you don't lock in and you don't take care of what you need to take care of every day. You gonna struggle. You gonna struggle in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out every single day. And bro, you can know all the game on shorties, but what is the game on shorties if you don't have your life together? Because we want to go in and out, in and out, in and out. The shorties, we want to go crazy, but we got to know the game of life. We got to know how to take care of life. We got to have structure in our life. We got to have discipline, and we got to be living our purpose. What we want to do. We got to understand if we had the job, it's a stepping stone. And if we want to work the job the rest of our life, we're gonna take that job serious, and we're gonna put our work and put our passion into the job. And we're gonna be on game with the shorties as well, so we not coming home and going on trips and talking to the shorties and approaching the shorties or getting choosing signals from the shorties and just going about it all the wrong way, and then wondering why is she going about it like this? Why is she cheating? Why is she getting hypergamous? Why is she testing me? Why is it getting greener? Why does she think it's greener on the other side, but it's getting greener over here? You gotta take your time, man. You gotta believe in yourself like all the times to where if the shorty or a homie or somebody else, a hater not seeing the vision, even though the hate is a representation of love, because they have to pay attention to you in order to hate you, so they really don't hate you like that. You understand that you know what time it is with yourself. You know you put the work in. You know that you're worth so much, and the vision all gonna come as attack, and it's coming to attack right now. It's legendary stuff going on right now, but you gotta understand the whole picture. You gotta understand you have to follow these steps in order to take control of your life, in order to go in and out, in and out, in and out that shorty, bro. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you in another one, man.